So how about you guys? Do you have questions?
Oh, God. Okay. First, I want to say you look amazing. Give a round of applause. Come on.
Thank you.
Wow. If you told me Chained Heat is like 30 years old, you were 12 when you did that movie.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now-
I was a very ripe 12. Yeah. And one day, you know, in that muscle shirt I wore, I remember that the wardrobe girl was saying to my manager, "Wow, that shirt really fits tight." So I was quite endowed at 12. Yeah.
Wow. I came with 3 questions, but I'll ask the good one. In Roger Ebert's review of Howling 2, he mentions that he went out to dinner with you. He found you incredibly charming, and he just had to wonder when he was watching Howling 2 when some monster attacks your bosom, if you were deep inside just sort of cackling and laughing at this. Do you watch your movies and laugh at them, or how do you feel about this? Because you did great work and...
Well, you know what? I don't laugh at my movies because I haven't done a lot of comedies. So when I do a movie, I really take it serious, and I don't laugh about it. And usually I think my audience and my fans take it serious too. Chained Heat, I took very serious. I don't think anybody laughed about it. You mentioned Howling 2. I think that Howling 2 had some funny moments in it. But you know what? I took Howling 2 very seriously because Christopher Lee, you know, I did 5 movies with Christopher. And to me, he's just an absolute legend in our business and in our genre. But he told me once, he said, you know, no matter what you're playing, and I remembered that, no matter what you're playing, and like in The Howling 2, like me, you can be, you know, have hair glued all over your body, naked otherwise, and then just hair glued on your body, and still take it serious. I was that queen of the werewolves, and I took it serious. And I enjoyed the movie, but at the very end, there was a lot of applause, and you know why. Because at the end credits, here was Christopher Lee doing this, sign of the cross, and me tearing open my dress, and then another scene, me tearing open my dress, another scene, me tearing open my dress, and I didn't think that was funny, and oh boy, the next day I walked into the distributor's office, and I walked up to him, and I said, if you don't cut that out, I'm not going to promote this movie. And I was really, really serious about it. He said, Sybil, what do you mean? I mean, it was beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. It's beautiful. I said, yeah, I was contracted to do that, where I tear open my dress in that scene in the movie, but not, I don't know, has anybody counted here? I counted, I don't know, 30 times. Well, he took it down half. He says, okay, I'll take half of it down. I'll take it out. And so he did take some of it down. I don't think it was 50%. I ended up promoting the movie anyhow, and my fans love it, and I think the fans love the end too, but I didn't think it was funny.
Well, I'm going to ask about a film that is almost a companion piece to Chained Heat, which is Reform School Girls. Can you tell us about it?
Wow. There's so much to say about that. First of all, I think you all probably, if you read the articles and the reviews on Chained Heat, most of the interviewers and the critiques all said, oh, Sybil, you were so tough, you should have been the warden, and not Stella. You know, Stella and I are friends. She's a sweetheart, so I love her. But anyhow, they thought I was tougher than her. So, like I said, after Chained Heat, I turned a lot of movies down. And when Reform School Girls came, actually, it came because, not they came to me, they didn't come to me. It was my manager who went to them because he heard about the project, and he said, you have a warden in there. You should hire Sybil Danning. And they said, oh, we'd love to have her, but we don't have the money for her. It's such a low budget movie. And he said, well, who's your distributor? And then they said, who the distributor was. It was New World Pictures, nice distributor. And he said, well, then go to your distributor and tell them that Sybil Danning would be interested in playing the warden, and you should pay her. So they came back and said, yeah, they're very interested in having Sybil Danning play the warden. So here I am. Now I have this little role, because it was a little role, but they paid me what they thought, was appropriate to be in that movie. And I really liked that role. And as you know, Wendy O. Williams was in that movie. Bless her soul. You know that she has passed on. And I want to tell you, she is as crazy as you know. I mean, she destroyed stuff on the stage when she was on stage, but she and I worked out. We happened to work out at the same place in West Hollywood. And I she'd walk in and she'd say, yo, hey, hi. Yo, hey, hi. Those were her words. She did not communicate with anybody, and that was her. I mean, she was obviously, she had a lot of problems that she was dealing with, and she just didn't want to talk to anybody. When I read the role, I liked it, and I enjoyed playing it. And then I had the idea, and I said to Tom DeSimone, you know what? I think what's missing in this movie is really a resolve between my character and Wendy's character. So let's have a cat fight. Let's have a really, knock down, drag out cat fight. And he said, Sybil, I really like that idea. I think we should have that because, we are rivals in there, and that would have been wonderful to end that movie. And she can kill me. I said, she can kill me. Tell her she can kill me. It's okay. Because in that movie, I'm really, in prison, there's a fine line, who's the bad guy, who's the good guy. But I think at that point, I wanted to make it interesting for her to let her kill me. And so he says, okay, I'm going to tell her. Obviously, he came back and he said to me, I talked to Wendy and she said no. I said, what do you mean no? What's her reasoning? I mean, it's not like she's this fragile little girl that doesn't want to take me on. And he said she gave no answer why. She gave no reason why. She just said, no, I don't want to do the fight. So till this day, she has taken that secret with her in her grave.
What would you say was your favorite movie that you worked on?
Okay, well, I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's called Operation Thunderbolt. Anybody see it? Operation Thunderbolt was actually the raid on Entebbe. You saw it? Yes. Yeah. I'm very proud of that movie, and I love that movie because I raised the money. It was all German money, and I got Klaus Kinski to play the role with me. We played the two German terrorists. Playing such a sadistic character is a challenge because if you overplay that character, then she becomes a caricature. If you underplay it, she's boring. And Menachem Golan, who's a very well-known distributor and has directed a couple of movies, and this was really a wonderful movie that he directed. He actually interviewed some of the hostages that were brought back, and so we did. It was very authentic, and 3 movies were made, but ours was the best. And I like it for that reason. That's my favorite because it was not sexy. LA Times wrote that Klaus and my characters were played just right, and I'm very proud of that movie. So,
Great.
thank you for asking about that.
Okay, one more?
One of my guilty pleasures is Battle Beyond the Stars.
Guilty? I thought that was PG rated. What's guilty about that pleasure?
Did you just do like 1 or 2 days on that? Because mostly I just remember shots of you and your little spaceship.
Oh, no. No, Roger Corman likes to have you there around for a long time and pay you very little. No, but that was shot we shot that in Los Angeles almost at the ocean, and you could see it because Roger Corman had at that time his own little studio. and you could see the mushrooms growing up the walls. I mean, it was damp, it was dirty, it was, something he bought, and he didn't see the need in fancying it up. It just served the purpose. But I had just come from Europe, and to me that was great, because in Europe I had my makeup done in that room. I could change my clothes in that room. That was my room. And in Europe, you changed your clothes and you did your makeup behind a tree, So for me, that was, wow, this is Hollywood. This is the studio. But, I love playing that role, and I was there pretty much for 4 to 6 weeks. Like you said, I mean, you thought I didn't have such a big role, and I didn't. But to me, the size of a role is never important. It's the content of the role. And when it came to, again, going out and promoting the movie, I thought they were going to ask Darlene Flugel. Here she was, that little computer technician, and oh, she's so cute, and they're going to ask her to go and promote it. They said, no, we want you. And we want you with that Valkyrie outfit. And then I went all over Europe with that Valkyrie outfit, and I said to Roger Corman, I said, I'll do it, but at the end of the show, I want to have that costume. I want to keep that. I want to have it like I have. I still have my costume, which, costumes are great. I have my costume from Howling 2 as well. And he said, yeah, you can keep it, okay? Because I was really going everywhere. Germany, Austria, Scandinavia, everywhere. But at the end of and I had it. Because I wore it, and I would do, photo shoots for the newspapers in the various countries. And then when we got back to Los Angeles, I said, can I have that costume now? And he said, it got lost. Somebody stole it. I don't know where it went, but yeah, it got lost. It got stolen, but I'm very proud of that movie. Yeah.
Do you still have the muscle shirt from Chained Heat?
No, actually, my webmaster, who is from Illinois, he's from Illinois, Jim Blog, he asked for it. He is a huge fan of mine. He takes care of, he runs my website, and he gets all my stuff for that. And he asked for that, and he also has my Ripaway dress from Howling 2. Oh yeah, oh yeah.